Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to Inside Rikers Island Part 2. Now, the first part of this was just honestly an eye-opener, because Rikers Island isn't even a prison, it's a jail. Yet, it's so volatile in there, it's so violent and tense. It feels honestly like a maximum security prison, based on the footage that I saw. And I just don't know why things are the way that they are. Like, why can't things be calmed down? I don't know how they would do it. Maybe if they, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know, but it just feels like things could be done to improve the situation in there. So yeah, part 2 of this, I've been looking forward to reacting to this, so I know it's gonna be a good one. So let's do it.
Across 415 acres, the nearly 8,000 inmates of Rikers Island. Out of sight, often out of mind.
I actually dreamed of being a marine biologist.
I wanted to be a lawyer.
55% of these inmates are black, 34% Hispanic. Some of them kids who have walked in this door for the first time.
Had you been away from home before this?
No. This is the longest I've been away from my mom.
17-year-old Franklin
17? What are you doing in there, man?
Smalls. His father left when he was a baby, and like so many others here, he's a child of the sprawling projects of New York, surrounded by poverty, gangs, drugs.
I don't want to live in the projects forever. I want to move, like somewhere far, like North Dakota or something, somewhere that nobody plans on going.
There are thousands of inmates like Franklin sent here on non-violent charges. He's accused of possession and selling of drugs.
It's a non-violent drug offense.
But Franklin, who wants to go back to school, has written a letter to the judge asking for another chance.
You're right here. I'm a nobody. I learned from my mistakes. There's a lot I look forward to in the future. Give me someone to talk to if I feel myself thinking negative thoughts.
Oh man, this is so sad. He just needs a role model. Like, this breaks my heart, man. I'm a nobody. You're not a nobody, man.
The new commissioner has given the officers of Rikers a mandate. Get to know kids like Franklin. Help them.
See where they come from. You kind of develop relationships. Before, that wasn't something that was widely accepted. Now we're encouraged to interact with the kids, and I think that makes everything so much easier.
Hoping to inoculate someone like Franklin against what...
It's tragic, because if his dad was in the picture, he probably wouldn't have ended up here, or maybe he wouldn't have. Because just someone to set a good example for him, you know?
It's been called the Gladiator School at Rikers. In the past, videos have shown how even non-violent kids had to learn to survive in a violent world.
They are very unpredictable. With young adults, they act out and they attack each other.
Deputy Warden Brantley, Dep B as she's known.
Like, we used to have a light switch, and the guard around the light, they would take that off and sharpen the edge and use that.
This veteran of 31 years can read the smallest signs of trouble brewing in this population of 18 to 21-year-olds. Overall, at Rikers, violence between inmates continues to increase.
In here now, everybody has on their sneakers, everybody's dressed, so that's either they knew you guys were coming or something's getting ready to happen. When they're real relaxed, they got on flip-flops, they're making little soup.
And shoes are codes for something?
It's not a code. If I want to have a fight, I don't want to fight with slippers on.
Are you all afraid in here? Why wouldn't you be?
Those projects where violence is just daily life.
I see people get shot. I see people get stabbed. I got cut in my neck.
Oh, I see the scar. That happened on the street.
Yeah, in the streets. I got stabbed with a glass bottle.
Oh, I see that.
A room full of kids with nothing to lose, nothing to do. Some of them spending years here awaiting trial.
What? How can you be awaiting trial for years? What? So you could get found non-guilty. Then what? Do you get compensated for the time you were in prison? That seems ridiculous to me.
It's like the bewitching hour, we call it. They have nothing to do. So if we did programming up until about 8:30, 8 o'clock, it probably reduce our violence probably a lot.
Programming. The new commissioner, Joseph Pont, shows us one of his pilot projects. Units with 300 younger inmates who attend school, then spend up to 5 hours on everything from computer training to anger management to horticulture.
Right here, we got some strawberries that we started planting.
In another part of the jail, 400 adult inmates also attend college classes, job training. We meet 50-year-old Greg Ferguson, who had to wait at Rikers 4 years just to get a trial.
What?
I had 9 different judges, 23 different ADAs on my case since I've been incarcerated.
He says this part of jail has dramatically changed.
This house, we've been here since last year, August. No cuttings, no slashes, no stabbings.
Ponce says there is evidence the reforms work, but it takes time to expand to the whole jail and time to retrain the 7,300 officers and staff, the ones who made Rikers notorious.
I'm shocked. So he was waiting for a trial for 4 years, over 1,000 days. Oh my, man, that's a long time.
With scenes like these, brutal
Oh
force
my God.
on a young man who left this place and committed suicide. Brutal force on mentally ill inmates. The
Oh my
retraining
God.
teaches officers to diffuse tense situations and use tools like pepper spray instead of brute force. The use of pepper spray is up, but serious violence between officers and inmates is way down. And Ponce says a lot of the officers are ready to try to help.
I grew up from nothing, so I respect what she's doing for me.
And see, what you guys don't understand is a lot of us grew up from nothing. I grew up in the South Bronx. My family had no money. It's just my mother was strict, my siblings were strict, and we had to follow the rules. Both my parents worked, but we had nothing. Like, I think sometimes you look at us and you think that we had it all, so we don't understand what you guys go through, and that's not true.
Like the story of this young inmate who grew up in a rough world. We noticed that Taylonn Murphy, called Bam Bam, had a charismatic hold on his fellow inmates at Rikers.
What's up, baby boy?
Growing up, he had a superstar older sister sought after by colleges, named by ESPN as one of the best basketball players in the country.
I looked up to her. That was my role model. She played basketball real well. She's real good at basketball.
Oh man, this is all past tense. I hope I'm not gonna hear what I think I'm gonna hear.
I love basketball too, but I wasn't as good as her. But I told her one day I'm gonna get you. One day I'm gonna get you.
But one night in the stairwell of the housing project where they lived, members of a rival gang came in and shot his sister 3 times.
Oh.
Inside, he's the king of resilience, encouraging everyone to focus on a positive future.
It keeps a lot of stress off my mind. It keeps me looking forward to what I got planned, the goals that I set for myself. For the most part, I'm young, so it keeps me prepared and ready for the girls, for the females.
He's been selected as a suicide prevention aide, which means walking the halls at night.
Right now, I'm gonna check, make sure that everybody alive and breathing and well, nobody got no suicidal thoughts. Just in case they got something on their mind they want to talk about.
A radio is playing, the song Exchange by Bryson Tiller.
Do this one favor for me. I had to change my path.
Suicide is light out. You good, Brody? What's the word?
Everything copacetic?
Yo, Pop, you good, baby?
But we learn that there is another part of Murphy's story. A rival gang member mocked the death of his sister in a video.
Oh!
Prosecutors say Murphy murdered him. When we first meet, the trial is underway.
How could you do that? So he lost his sister and you make a joke about it in a song? There's some real psychopaths out there, people with no empathy at all.
In the first, conspiracy in the third, murder in the second, assault in the first, robbery in the first. A lot of charges that I'm confused with where they even come from.
He says he is innocent.
I just put it all in God's hands.
But several days later, when we return,
It's 9 o'clock. Everyone is locked in.
I walk down the hall to see Murphy.
Taylonn, you there?
Where is he?
Where did he go?
Do me a favor. I think we need to go back out here for a second.
Is it okay? Is there a problem?
Murphy has put a sheet over the door. The jury has found him guilty of murder.
No. Oh no. Oh my God. How many years did he get?
He is facing 25 years to life.
Judge, look over there. Could I say hello?
Yeah.
25.
Clear my mind and stay positive.
Oh my God. My heart breaks for the guy, man. Oh man, I feel so bad for him.
You walk the halls and take care of everybody in these halls.
Somebody take care of me tonight.
Murphy is temporarily placed on suicide watch. Another night on Rikers is about to end.
The day that began at 5 a.m. is now about to end with the lights out.
And as we leave, a goodbye from the young man hidden behind the sheet in his cell. Murphy, wishing us a safe exit from the island, saying,
"Safe home. Can't do it today. Can't do it too much today."
Man, that was really touching. Honestly, I feel so bad for Murphy and the other young inmates in there who, to me, it just looks like they were led astray, or they had no one to provide an example for them, that if they did this, this, and this, they could earn good money in a legal way. They don't need to do, they don't need to sell drugs or do other illegal activities to fund their life. Really, really sad, honestly. Like, I wonder how many less inmates would we have if they had father figures, man, it breaks my heart. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.